Let's take a look at the Company GPT. It does say here on the landing page that this is an AI-powered thematic company screener. And then here you can see a few of the demo or, trending searches that they have. For anybody that's not watching on video, we have things like find companies that have between 50 and 200 employees that are growing more than 25% year over year. Or find fintech companies that have raised a Series A in the past 90 days. Find companies building Gen AI that have a founder that went to Harvard. So you can get pretty granular with your searches here. So definitely check out Crust Data. In general, the company GPT for sure. And that's a good action item today for you guys. What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the AI Marketing Navigator. This is your daily compass in the ever-evolving world of AI marketing. Okay, Navigators, another little mini episode for you as we are throwing a batch of episodes together. The AI Marketing Navigator is hitting a wedding this weekend, so just getting a jump on recording a few episodes for you guys and keeping them short and sweet, but trying to always continue to bring you value every day by either keeping you updated on the news in AI, and always trying to share a new AI marketing tool with you whenever we can. And that's what we're going to be doing today, is covering an AI marketing tool, another great GPT, as it were. And I found this tool on the rundown.ai website. They have a huge repository of AI tools and GPTs, and they categorize them by different business roles, industries, lots of categories, as well as giving you a look at any new tools that are trending. It's just super, super useful if you're trying to stay on top of the latest and greatest AI tools, which is certainly not easy. But that's why we're here at the AI Marketing Navigator, to help you out. So all you have to do is throw on a quick podcast every day, and you'll be in the 1% of people who are cut. And you'll be in that 1% of people who aren't just curious about AI in general, but also you'll have an edge on your fellow marketers who aren't keeping up. Okay, so today's GPT that we are talking about is the Company GPT from Crust Data. And what this looks like is a tool that's going to basically scrape, whether it's LinkedIn, primarily LinkedIn by the looks of it, according to the homepage. But this GPT is going to use AI to help you enrich your prospect or lead list or your target audience information by scraping or curating data from several different sources on the internet, all in one place. And I think what we'll do today is just run a few of these trending searches that they have in their tool to kind of give you an idea of what the search experience looks like. But before we do that, just a little bit more about Crust Data in general. Again, we are here to check out their Company GPT tool today, but it does look like a pretty interesting, useful tool otherwise, especially if you are a sales-oriented marketer or a marketer who is also a salesperson. Shout out to all you one-man, one-woman agencies out there. So I thought we'd give it a little skim today. The Crust Data tool, that is. Essentially, the offering here from Crust Data is that they have a bevy of internet and data, business-oriented data from the internet that's powering their tool. And they can deliver and present this data to you all in one place. Again, they say that this huge amount of data is organized and categorized, and it can be used in a variety of ways for your business use cases. Sales, primarily, with powerful enrichment for your CRM. But if you do investing, or if you do any angel investing, you can research some startups or growing companies. If you're looking for clients in that category, you could use it for, if you're a growing company, and you could use it for, and you're looking for startups or new clients, you can use it for that as well. You could use it for prospecting. You can use it for competitive analysis. All of the typical day-to-day enrichment features that we look for in a platform like this. But I think it's the variety of data that they're able to pull from the variety of sources that makes Crust Data, or at the very least, allegedly makes Crust Data an ideal tool or a competitive tool that can beat some other competitors for sales or marketing departments. They do go a little bit into where this vast amount of data sets reside, where they are on the internet. They're pulling from a variety of different sources, or curating from different sources. For all this employer and company information, for instance, from the LinkedIn headcount, from popular job listings, general web traffic, meta ads, Glassdoor profiles, G2 product reviews, Apple App Store ratings, and that's just a few. Definitely check out the website here if this sounds like an interesting or intriguing tool for you. I will link it in the show notes, of course. But that's not the primary reason we are here at the Crust Data site today. We are here to try out their Company GPT and see if it's a tool that could be of use to any of you navigators out there. So let's go ahead and demo these trending searches that they have for us. I'm going to try and go ahead and share my screen. Just one second here. And then anybody watching along on video should be able to check out the results of the search tool here. So let's do it. Let's take a look at the Company GPT. It does say here on the landing page that this is an AI-powered thematic company screener. And then here you can see a few of the demo or, trending searches that they have. For anybody that's not watching on video, we have things like find companies that have between 50 and 200 employees that are growing more than 25% year over year. Or find fintech companies that have raised a Series A in the past 90 days. Find companies building Gen AI that have a founder that went to Harvard. So you can get pretty granular with your searches here. Some more general searches, companies similar to Stripe.com or early stage longevity companies. Just tons of different searches here to give you an idea of what you can look for, and pretty specific ones at that. So let's do that Harvard one. That sounded kind of interesting. Find companies building Gen AI that have a founder that went to Harvard. So we know a lot of the Gen AI companies out there. Let's see, and we've heard some names of the founders. Let's see if we recognize anybody who may have went to Harvard. So I'm going to go ahead and click that search button. Of course, now we have to sign on. Or sign in, that is. I'm going to go ahead and do that. 1 second, I'll jump ahead for you guys. All right, and here you're seeing the results. So I like the user interface here. You see your prompt that you entered. It looks like for free, guys, you get 5 searches. So I have 5 searches left up here. We can touch on the pricing of the tool probably as well. But basically, it gives you an idea of the filters that you had. So we're looking for a company that builds generative AI with Founders Education Institute of Harvard and Crunchbase categories of advertising and 20 more. So tons of different categories here, things like advertising, analytics, AI, artificial intelligence, big data, mobile apps, just everything that you would kind of look for in those industries or in industries that Gen AI people may have been in. And then those are Crunchbase categories. They also search LinkedIn industries as well. And then here we have our matches. We have 38 matches for Gen AI with founders that went to Harvard. It shows a ton of information on these companies too. So it shows you the LinkedIn industries, it shows you the Crunchbase categories, but it shows you the Founders Education Institute, and many went to several different education institutes. Pretty impressive, obviously, but it shows you the website domain, company description, Crunchbase total investment, just tons and tons of data here, guys, on this tool. So I am pretty impressed with the Company Search GPT. I think it'll be helpful if you're doing some sales enrichment and sales outreach. Let's go check out the pricing here. Oh, first let's look at these companies. I did not see any that I recognized in the Gen AI field. I'm going to just, I think I actually did, we did talk about Rev AI at one point. So there's one that we recognize here. I'm just curious. I'm seeing if there are any here, and I don't see any, but that's okay. I was just curious if we'd see one we recognize. Let's go check out the pricing on the tool here. So if you're watching along, you can see now that there is a free monthly plan, and that's $0 per month, obviously, but you get 5 searches, you get your AI search, you can create alerts and custom lists. The next plan up is $95 per month, and that's 50 searches each month. And then there's an enterprise plan for anybody who needs to a different setup, like unlimited searches, for instance, or API access, unlimited uploads and downloads, all that stuff. So $95 a month in custom pricing for enterprises. But overall, I think this is a pretty cool tool. I think that the GPT is handy. I see a lot of helpful data here, and you can do some pretty granular searches. So definitely check out Crust Data. In general, the Company GPT for sure, and that's a good action item today for you guys. Use your 5 searches to enrich some sales outreach. I got a ton of information here on a pretty granular search. I think if you had 5 general searches, you could get a lot of good stuff. So okay, that does it for today's episode. If you enjoyed the show or found it useful in any way, please do me a favor and follow on Spotify or subscribe on your podcast platform of choice. A review on top of that would be even more appreciated and so super helpful to the show. So until next time, and as always, thanks for joining me. And remember to stay curious, stay consistent, and keep navigating forward. Bye.